advertisement message. Oh, good night, Nova. Automod caught something, but it's just reading it. Is it the second one tonight? That's the first one I've seen. I just realized it's like yelling at me, but nobody in chat can actually see it, only the mods. We'll see you tomorrow, Nova. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, yeah, it is. Because for some reason they seem to feel the need to always be right and to always know the answer and have the answer, and it that's not how good relationships are formed. Um, Not healthy relationships. Teaching the kids that you can learn together to me was so much more valuable. I loved working at the school though. I really did. I hated working with the staff, and the parents generally drove me insane. Exactly. Well, there's this idea that because we're older, we are automatically supposed to receive respect. I do think that it is best to show courtesy. I think that in general in life, I try to show people respect. I think that is something we should strive for. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Um, I just okay. Let Here we go. That's our current odd shape. Um, but admitting that you're flawed, I feel like gains more trust rather than less because children, yeah, and they they know we're not always right. Like they know that already. We're not fooling anybody. Um, if we can admit it, then that gives them something to trust because they know we'll be honest. Mhm. Mhm. The general school, um, working for schools is hard just because I have a lot of problems with our general academic system currently. um, I see issues, and so sometimes supporting the policies of the school was difficult, right? Um, for me, but and a lot of that comes into how it is that we're dealing with things like disability in the school systems. Because I don't actually think a lot of times it's working in the best interest of the kiddos. Um, we had we had some situations where we had students um, whose accommodations basically made it to where we were passing these kids without actually having them learn the things they needed to learn. Um, and to me, that's detrimental to the child's actual concept of their capabilities, right? I, when I was in school, one of the things that I hated was when I got good grades for bad work. I knew when I was not doing good work. Um, 100% Allie, it's a problem. Um, If I had teachers that I knew were giving me good grades because I was blind, it messed with me really badly. And it got to the point where my personal perfectionistic issues got to the point where I couldn't trust someone else's feedback about whether or not I was doing a decent job. Um, no. Yeah. And my favorite teachers tended to be the ones that were kind of assholes because they weren't going to let you slide. You knew that if they said you did a good job, it's because you did a good job because they're not going to coddle you. Um, so I tended to like the harsher, meaner teachers because I could trust them more. I feel like a lot of what we were doing with some of those kiddos in not actually finding ways to give them tools, but instead just giving them passes was a disservice to them because they were capable kids. And that's just lazy. It's lazy teaching. And I do understand that teachers, with the workload